Now you're being recorded. I'm gonna share my screen again. There you go. So fill in the blanks with the present tense forms of the indicated verbs. Modelo, cerrar, ustedes cierran. Dormir, mi abuela no duerme. So, cerrar. Tú, hope. Tú
serás.
Cierras. Nosotras, Nathan.
Cerramos.
Cerramos. Mi hermano. Sorry, I cannot see your name. Cannot see your name. This is too small. Alex. Mi hermano.
Sierra.
Sierra. Yo. Carter. Carter. You're muted, Carter.
Yo cierro.
Yo cierro. Usted, Brian. Brian.
Sierra.
Cierra. Bien. Los chicos. Case. Case. Los chicos. Chase, can you hear me? Are you there? Probably cannot hear me. Mr. Sorry, iPhone, what's your name again? I'll try to remember it.
Walker.
Walker. Oh, that's very easy to remember. Walker, los chicos.
Sorry, I keep getting notifications. Is it Los Chicos Cierras?
Cierran. Los chicos is they, ellos cierran, cierran. And ella, Carla. Carla.
Sierra.
Sierra. Sierra. Sierra. Say it again, Carla. Sierra.
Sierra.
That's it. You see? That's better. Sierra. Yeah. Now, dormir, as you can see on the top, to sleep, changes from O to UE. Yo no. Let's see who's next. Well, Hope. Again, yo no.
Duermos.
Yo no duermo. Can you all see my screen well? Is it too small? Is it blurry? You can. Bien. Yo no duermo. I do not sleep. Yo no duermo. Nathan.
Tú no duermes.
Tú no duermes. Brian.
I think that one would be duermes.
Duermen. Yeah, duermen. Mis hijos, my sons, that is they, ellos no duermen. Ellos no duermen. Usted, Carter. Usted,
I would be
Dormiro.
duerme. Duerme. Usted no duerme. Usted in Spanish needs a verb in the third person. Yo duermo. Tú duermes. Él duerme. Él is third person. Usted, meaning you, formal, also needs a verb in the third person. Usted no duerme. You, sir, you do not sleep. Usted no duerme. Alex, nosotros,
Dormen.
nosotros no dormimos. No dormimos. Remember that stem changing verbs don't change the stem in the nosotros subject pronoun. Nosotros no dormimos.
Oh.
Right?
Chase, he can hear you. It's just not letting him speak for some reason.
Yeah. And your sound sounds like you are working in one of those movies of outer space, which is cool. Hey, I like it. Now, él no, let me see who's next. Chase, él no. Chase,
His mic's not working.
yeah, it's not working. Carla, back to you. Él no. Carla,
Dormes or
13. Él no.
okay. Dorma or dorme.
Duerme. Él no duerme. Yeah, we go back to the change. Yui, él no duerme. Walker, ustedes no.
Is it duermes?
Duermen.
Men. Okay.
Duermen. The last consonant is an A. Again, ustedes, you, plural, you all, takes a third person. Remember lesson 1, when we can translate you in two different ways. We can say tú or we can say usted. Tú is informal for friends, family members. Usted is formal, your teacher, somebody older, somebody you meet for the first time. And then usted needs a verb conjugated in the third person. And that is true for usted singular and ustedes plural. So it would be ustedes no duermen. Do you have questions about these stem changing verbs? Do you more or less, you don't? So you more or less understand the basic idea, yeah? Okay, so let's review. By the way, we said that we are going to review for 1 hour. Oh, I have a conversation here, so let me read the chat. Yeah, okay, so yeah, Chase can hear us, but he's having microphone problems. All right, sorry Chase that I didn't see before. I am looking at the book, my pages, my internet, and then I didn't realize that you have sent a message. Let's continue with 4.3. 4.3, these are verbs. This is page 125. Page 125. Grammar item 4.3. 4.3. Stem changing verbs that change the E to I. They change the E to I. There is really nothing new about these verbs. Only that they change the stem vowel E to I. And the model that the book gives you is the verb pedir. Pedir means to ask, in the sense of to ask for something as a favor, not pedir as in this, not to ask in the sense of asking a question. That is preguntar. Pedir. Now, the book, sorry, tells you, yeah, book tells me, the book can talk to me. You will find in the book, sorry, I'm always editing my thoughts, that pedir is a stem changing verb, and it changes the stem vowel from E to I. So I know that I need to say yo pido. Sorry, one of yo pido. The endings for the verb will not change. You always have to put those endings. O, es, hemos, es, en, always. But now you have to also change the stem vowel. So you're going to change the vowel E to vowel I, or in Spanish, cambiar la vocal E por la vocal I. Yo pido. Tú pides. Él pide. What do we know about nosotros? No change. Nosotros pedimos. Vosotros pedís. No change in vosotros, but again, I will not include a question with vosotros. and ellos piden. All right? Walker, I want you to pronounce that verb for us, please. Pedir. Let me do it once more and then you will do it. Pedir, yo pido, tú pides, él pide, nosotros pedimos, vosotros pedís, ellos piden. Walker, your turn.
Pedir, yo pido, tú pides, él pide, nosotros pedimos, vosotros pedís, ellos piden.
Perfecto, perfecto. Bien. By the way, ellos, not ellos, ellos. Say it.
Ellos.
Ellos.
Oh, ellos.
Bien, bien. So at this point, we have confirmed the theory that we already had. These verbs change the stem vowel in all the subject pronouns except for nosotros or vosotros. I'm going to ask you one more question. If I show you a verb for the first time, will you know whether or not that verb is stem changing? Hope? I know what you're going to say. Repeat the question, please. All right. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm going to repeat the question. If I show you one verb in Spanish for the first time, will you know if that verb is stem changing? Yes or no?
For the first time, probably not.
Yeah, I'm going to remove the probably. I'm going to say, nope, there's no way to know. So how are you going to do this, Nathan? How are you going to do this? How are you going to be prepared for that test?
Memorize the verbs.
Memorize the verbs. The good thing, the thing that helps us is to know that these verbs, the ones that are stem changing, they change in 3 possible ways. The stem vowel changes from A to IE, or O to WE. And also in this chapter, they can change from A to E, which is not so good, by the way, because again, if we go back to the first A, there is a model that changes that A to EA, and others that change the A to E. That's not really very good, is it? But hey, I did not invent the Spanish language. So it's not consistent, is it? Why do you change the E to IE? Why do you change the E to I? I don't know. Just ask mom. She'll tell us. But hey, if you need to memorize it, as Nathan very well put it, just memorize. Pedir changes to I, and empezar changes to IE. There's no other way to do it. Yeah, same thing that you do in English. How do you know that it is break, broke, broken instead of break, braked, braked? How do you know? Well, your daddy told you. How do you know that it is to go, went, and gone? Why not go, goes? Why not? Well, because my father never pronounced it that way. Okay? So you will have to memorize these irregular verbs and how they change. What helps us is to know that there is a pattern, and the pattern corresponds only to the stem of the vowel, the vowel of the stem, and the other is that there are some predictable ways in which they will change, right? Well, do you have more questions? We've been reviewing for 1 hour. I know that you would like to stay longer. I know. You'll say, yes, yes, go on, go on. No, you're probably tired. Did you like this review? Is it better than just studying alone there with the book, right? Yeah, me too. I like to see people. I like to see my students. I like to, I know, pull their legs. I like to tell jokes, etc., etc. Oh, some of you already living. Anyway, my plan is to continue reviewing this lesson also on Friday, same time, same channel. Continue studying on your own, and what I'm gonna do is to give you a practice test this Friday, right? Obviously, I'm not gonna grade it, and then we are all going to complete it together, or I will type whatever you tell me to type, okay? And then this practice test is going to be the same format, the same style as the actual test. All right? And the last thing before I sign off. No? No? Okay. Ciao. Nos vemos.
Adios.
Adios.